On the way to the mansion, Suna asks Abidin to give up this house. She says she is very ashamed. Abidin reminds them that they left him without a place of his birth, and he will take them away. Sunun is worried about how she will ask Serien for such a thing. The maid informs Efekat that Abidin is at the door. Everyone went outside. Efekat asks Abidin, does his other cheek itch? Abidin says he will put dogs from the shelter in her room. Next, he asks Hadis if she has decided to give him the mansion. Efekat reminds that this mansion belongs to Serien. Abidin declares that the mansion will be handed over to him if they do not want YalıÇapkını to be taken away by the police. Turning to Serien, Abidin suggests that she decide which side she is on. Ferit is losing his temper. Is this how you protect your family? Serien asked and pointed to the pregnant and there are patients in this house. Serien asks Abidin and Ferit to come to their senses. Suna tells Abidin that Serien is right. Abidin asks Serien to make a decision and vacate the mansion by tomorrow morning. Aisha has a day off, and she's going to the city. Shofika asks her to be careful, reminding her of Senin. And Serien asks his sister what they are doing. She says she doesn't feel safe in her home. The Korhans open the doors to her, and they come to kick them out. Suna says she is losing her husband. And either she will give up the mansion or Kalis will rot behind bars. Efekat asks Serien what she is going to do. Serien asks not to worry and says he will find a way out. Next, Serien suggests Ferit to go to the workshop. Outside, Aisha notices Senin standing in the distance. And Ferit tells Dayar that he had Abidin for breakfast. Seeing that Serien is coming, Ferit says goodbye to Dayar, calling her his beloved. Serien tells him that this should be worked on. Aisha offers Senin her help to reunite with Serien. Senin was pleased with Abidin's former lover. Aisha told me that Ferit and Serien are on their way to the workshop now. And on the way, Serien asks Ferit how long he will keep her in the mansion when Senin is caught. Orhan asks Bichel not to get upset anymore, as Kalis promised to take care of her mother's case. And everything will be settled. Arriving at the workshop, Serien saw that Mimo had prepared a table for her. Next, Serien walked past for tea and locked the door. She told Ferit that he was afraid to be alone with her. Next, Serien asks Ferit not to get married. Ferit reminds me that she went to Ilyas's house and settled everything. Serien notes that this was before he asked the question that she answered. Ferit asks Serien to forget about this question again. And Serien asks why is he playing with her thoughts. Ferit says they won't succeed. Meanwhile, Gulcan tells Ezim about what she saw in the room yesterday. She says their children are still in love. And no one will be able to resist them. Dayar hears their conversation. Esma says that her daughter will not be a second wife in this house. Gulcan said Ferit denies everything. While leaving Esma, Gulcan saw Dayar. She says that she did not come with kindness. After learning that Ferit and Serien are in the workshop, Dayar goes there. Gulcan tells Dayar that Ferit told her that there is nothing between them and Serien. Dayar asked her to call Ferit. Gulcan immediately dials his son, but he does not answer. Meanwhile, Ferit says Serien that their relationship led her to become ill. And he's also angry at her for alienating him. Serien says he is very important to her, and she didn't want him to see her like this. Ferit is offended that Serien threw him out the door and Senena let him in. Serien says it's because he was dear to her. She says that she had never been together with Senin, and when recovery came, he was already in a relationship with Dier. Ferit said that at that time he and Dier were only friends, and they became in a relationship only after she went abroad with Senin. And he lost hope. Serien says that Senin told her that they were together. Ferit questioned the fidelity of her source and praised Serien. Serien said she never stopped loving him. It's already happened, Ferit said. And he reminded me that unlike Senin, Dier saved him. Ferit says he cannot punish Dier for their stupidity. Serien asks if he would erase her from his life and if he could. No way, Ferit answers. And if it had been possible, he would have lived it again. Serien says that they have already lost a lot of time, and now he will lose it again with Dier. Ferit says he loves Dier. Serien said that he does not have the same love for Dier as for her. Suddenly there was a knock. Someone is stubbornly trying to open the door. Ferit asked Serien for the keys. She was very scared. And he won't give me the key. Serien says it's Senin coming. Serien asks Ferit not to open the door.